Loosh. Loosh is something so valuable that off-world engineers designed the earth to harvest it. Someone requires, likes, needs, values, collects, drinks, eats, or uses as a drug, a substance. Someone decided to produce it artificially. He decided to build a garden and grow Loosh. Bob Monroe just gave you the back office version of the book of Genesis. He gave you the why of Genesis. This place, our earth, and everything in it was designed to grow something called Loosh. But what's Loosh? Loosh is emotional energy, the energy from emotion. Emotion is a natural, instinctive state of mind deriving from one's circumstances, mood, or your relationships with other people. Your state of mind is then transmitted in all directions, including inward, inside of you. In the case of harvesting emote Loosh, the someone discovered the best emote Loosh producers were the experimental beings ident human. It was also discovered that emote Loosh was released in massive amounts at the moment of death, and while in conflict or protecting its offspring, its children. It was also discovered that a human protecting its child not only makes Loosh, but a more purified version of it. Even though a human protecting his young, his babies, produced high-grade emote Loosh, it wasn't enough to account for all the high-grade Loosh they were getting. It's like someone finally realized where the high-grade emote Loosh was coming from. As it turns out, the humans who were emitting all this refined Loosh were lonely. They were lonely. And then, when the humans saw the someone hovering over them, the humans then fell on their faces, started crying in awe and reverence, which produced even more highly refined emote Loosh. So, humans are the most efficient emote Loosh producers. Death makes emote Loosh. Conflict makes emote Loosh. Fear for your children makes high-grade emote Loosh. Unfulfillment and loneliness makes more high-grade emote Loosh. And fear of God also makes high-grade emote Loosh. Now, can you guess what happened after all this new information was processed and put to use? You should. You're living in it. High-grade distilled emote Loosh is generated in humans by the act of unfulfillment. The unfulfillment must vibrate at a rate higher than the noise of daily life, or no Loosh will form. And the opposite holds true as well. So the more intense the unfulfillment, the more high-grade Loosh. Fast forward to the current time. Someone and their team have evolved an entire software suite. And the more common tools that the software uses are named love, friendship, family, greed, hate, pain, guilt, disease, ambition, ownership, possession, sacrifice. And on a larger scale, you have nations, all isms, wars, famine, religion, machines, freedom, industry, and trade, just to name a few. The Earth Garden is a fascinating model of cosmic efficiency.
Consciousness or understanding of a reality, energy that the manipulators feed on, which is called Loosh, low vibrational energy that we actually make. We get manipulated at an energetic level to make it. So therefore, they can be fed essentially, these reptilian beings and demon beings, and the Archons and so on. What I'm finding at the core of all health problems is Loosh always comes up. I'm finding that really the pivotal thing that is always present in all problems is a low vibrational energy, which is called Loosh, this fear energy. We have a lot more control in regards to this fear or the Loosh than we think we do. We are getting manipulated at an energetic level, and really our life should be full of happiness, should be full of love energy. But sadly, what I see out in the world is there's a lot of torture, there's a lot of suffering in the world. Just things happen for a reason. This whole thing about bad luck. Well, bad luck has been manifested to happen, which we think is bad luck. We're such a diverse being, a human being, in regards to emotions. Then instead of creating this high vibration within ourselves by having these high vibrational emotions and thoughts of love and laughter, these challenges cause us to use low vibrational emotions. Because we respond in that way, we give off an emotion that's low vibrational, we create this loosh. These beings manipulate us to manipulate our emotional response to create loosh for them. Energy source to them. Your source purpose is being manipulated. We need to take our power back. While we're in this body, what we can perceive as solid and physical, what we can see with our eyes, is a very limited spectrum of light frequency. It's only a fraction of 0.005%. So therefore, energy medicine has to come into the picture in regards to treating a health problem. Because when we go into energy medicine, we're working with frequency. We're working with the rest of that, what's left over from after the 0.005%. Really, the intelligence is our heart, not here. We think too much. We don't feel enough. Realize the power of our emotions. When it comes to core issues of core disease, it comes back to emotions. You should go to an acupuncturist, you should go to a herbalist, go to an energy practitioner